What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Once again, another what a week of gaming we've had. Can I just say that out front? I've actually had a pretty good time recording videos this week. Normally, in the operational structure of how I do this stuff, there's a lot of games that are not for me, but I know they'll be for somebody else. So you just gotta kind of like tough it out and play it for a few hours, even though it's not your kind of vibe, so that you can show it to other people. But this week, we have had almost exclusively games that look rad and are right up my alley. And so today, we are lucky because Expedition Into Darkness just got a new playtest. It's been about 7 months since we covered the game the last time. This has been one of those bright spots. Like, this game is very, very early on in development, but they're already showing a lot of promise, and really the promise of what this game is trying to be is that they're actually trying to make a dungeon crawling game a la Dark and Darker that is entirely single player. So it maintains that same lethality, that same fear, that same paranoia of losing your gear, but in a PvE environment. And dude, if they can pull it off, this is gonna be the game of all games for me, because it's rooted in like medieval accuracy with the way that the armor and the gambesons and the surcoats and the chainmail and everything else work. You've got layering, all kinds of cool stuff to play around with inside of this game. But I installed the playtest about 10 minutes ago because I was really excited about this one. I think they pinged Steam the other day being like, hey, in like 2 weeks we're doing a playtest, and I've been vibrating in my seat ever since. So today we're going to dive on in for about 30 minutes. We're going to see if this is a game that you guys would like to play. Along the way, as we play for the 30 minutes, I'm going to do my best to give you my first impressions of this title, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, the things that need to change. Spoiler alert, this game is still in active development. Like, this is a very early alpha playtest, so there's going to be all kinds of things that are missing icons. There will be bugs, there will be issues, but these sorts of playtests really help the developers take feedback to figure out what they want to do with the game as it moves into middle and late development. And so, link is down below if you wanted to sign up for this playtest. I think it's running for a little while longer. On top of that, you can also take a look down there and find a bunch of other Nerdcastle links. But without further ado, let's go ahead and play ourselves some Expedition Into Darkness. So as you may have guessed, this is my guy right here. I have the starting gear when you first get your character and you install the playtest. They give you a little bit of stuff to fool around with so that you can get into the dungeon, start taking some scalps and finding some things to bring back and scavenge. However, there are new features here that did not exist the last time that I played the game. Namely, I don't remember there being vendors the last time I played the game, or if there was only like one vendor or something. Now they've got all the vendors up in here Tarkov style. You've got reputation with them. They don't have quests or anything yet, I don't think. Oh, there is a task over here. So there is a singular task that we can play around with. Hey there, Sugar. I'm the Squire, the Quartermaster around here. I keep the Red Thorn Brigade running smooth as a well-oiled cog, and you look just like the helping hand I've been needing. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Some of my supplies didn't make it to Spitleaf Post. Probably collapsed tunnels or scavengers or worse. I need you to scout the ruins, find any crates that survive, and then mark the safe paths. Okay, I can do that. Let's go ahead and add that on in because we're about to go into the dungeon anyways. But we've got a selection of vendors over here that all have different armors. They have different backpacks, stuff like that you can buy. We have our camp over here, which is kind of like a placeholder menu right now. I'm guessing you're going to be able to walk around this place once we get to the final version of the game, just like you can do with your hideout in Tarkov. But for now, we're just kind of upgrading the conceptualization of buildings. I haven't really upgraded that much. I upgraded my hovel, and then I upgraded my workshop, but everything else, I need a lot more building supplies in order to get those upgraded so that I can do more stuff. Frankly, I actually don't even know if any of these buildings function or make my life better in any way. It may be just them playing around with the system of setting up the menus to make these function inside the playtest. But for now, we can bring stuff back and upgrade these buildings. We do have a crafting menu. However, at the beginning of the game, I don't have a sewing kit and I don't have any crafting stuff. So we're not going to be able to craft a whole lot. However, the game does have a very wide variety of different textiles, and they change the way that the equipment looks when you like craft them out of that textile. I think some of them are a little bit more resilient as well. But without much to do, let's go ahead and dive on into the dungeon, shall we? We'll give this thing a run and just kind of see how our first run goes. Okay, so here we are at the entrance to the dungeon, the Leaf's Lit Post. Did it bring me here because of my quest? I don't know if it brought me here because of my quest, but this is a completely different dungeon than it put me in last time. Let's open the door. and we'll have a brief little look around. I see some things laying over here, so carrots and hemlock pamphlet, a daling, that's money, I'll take that. Find a penny, pick it up, and all that day you'll have a penny. Some bandages right there we may end up needing. We got laudanum? Hell yeah, dude. I'm going to take some laudanum and write the cask of Amontillado. We need to be careful about this, though, because enemies, they tend to kind of swarm on you. I've noticed I did one dungeon run prior to the recording of this video, and there are like Left 4 Dead style hordes now where if you trigger enemies, it doesn't do like the hee, but bad things can happen. Inside that crate, it looks like there's a falchion blade. I don't have space to carry it, so unfortunately we're going to need a bigger bag before that's going to be useful. There's a daling right there, though. I love that there's loose loot around on the map, just laying on shelves and stuff like that. We've got chamomile flowers. I don't think I'm in the mood for any tea or anything else right now. We have a Rubia tinctorum. What is that? It's just a common herb, the dyer's matter. It's an herbaceous perennial plant. Well, that's a bunch of $5 words. Me simple adventurer. Me have sword. Me smash things. Is that a goblin right there? Oh, dude, am I about to... Did he just throw a grenade at me? I think he must have. Let's go ahead and stab him up real fast. There we go. Take him out real quick. I can cut off goblin fingers. All right. I guess I'll take some goblin fingers. Do I need goblin fingers? Is that like for my quest or whatever? I don't know. I'll take the fingers off of him. We got a couple of coins over here on the shelf. I'll grab those real fast. Looks like we can search the sack, but it's probably just going to be more grains or a big old fistful of nothing. Everybody loves that in the dungeon. We've got a daling over here. Hell yeah, I'll take that. There's better backpacks back in town that I can't really afford right now, but I would like to be able to afford them. I aspirationally desire them as a future objective for myself, and so I wouldn't be too upset about it if we got a little bit more money so I could buy a better backpack, because this one right here is pathetic. A 3x3 is not going to carry very much loot out of here. Now, in this game, combat, it's a tiny bit clunky, but it also has like that feeling of weight to it. I'm not really sure where I rest on the overall assumption of whether the combat is good or bad, but what you can do before you dive on into this playtest is you can hold down different keys, and those different keys will allow you to attack in different ways. So this right here is just open swinging with my left click. If I hold down Alt, we go in with side swipes. If we hold down Control, we're going to start stabbing, and if we hold down Shift, that's for the overheads right there. And that will be important because some enemies have shields and stuff like that that you've got to strike over the top of. So keep that in mind. For right now, our offhand is going to be taken up mostly. Dude, I'm just going to take out... No, don't you shoot me. Ow! I've been shot and I've been speared. I need to, like, stab something. There we go. This is a good environment to stab. I'll try stabbing. That's a good trick. We did take a little bit of damage right there, but that's okay. We can actually heal it off. Cut off another goblin finger. Let me get your goblin finger and your goblin finger, because I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. A hemocather. I think hemocather's a potion, so I'll pick that up. We've also got some bandages. I'm going to hit my 1 key, and we're going to drink a potion real quick just to get our HP back. You can see that down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, in case you were curious. In fact, I'll probably dump that one right now, just to conserve the resources. What does laudanum do for me? This item can be consumed by yourself or applied to others. Removes your corruption and dulls your mind. Yeah, I was going to say, you get high as hell on laudanum. That's one of the... extra benefits of laudanum right there. So these guys are camped up at the top of the stairs. Enemies can spawn behind you. I don't know if they're going to try to chase me down. Oh, that guy got wizard magic? Whoa! Okay. Yeah, he's got actually kind of crazy. Oh my god, he just hit me with a giant ice bolt. Oh, there's so many goblins. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Oh, they're everywhere. Alright, so like some of you guys need to get thinned down. Luckily, it looks like they have friendly fire, and they're blowing each other up with the various bombs and things that they're throwing. I just got launched off a ledge, which may actually work out okay. Oh my god, dude. I am getting blasted all over the place right now. This dude with the grenades, this guy's an asshole. He needs to go. Get the hell out of here. On the plus side, he kind of helped me with my adventure here by blowing up all the other goblins that were getting in my way, but that may have been one of the wonkiest fights I've ever had in a long time in a video game. We just barely pulled it off and survived. Can that be broken? No. I wanted to see. The wall kind of looked like it was being propped up, so I wasn't super sure if I could bust my way through it. I'm not a massive fan of enemies spawning behind you in areas that you've already cleared, but it's one of those things that this game has, and so we'll have to watch our backs as we move along. Let's pull the lever. Is there a way for me to zoom my camera back further? Man, my visibility right now in that fight was kind of nightmarish. Is this going to pull more aggro? It seems like it's making a lot of noise. I'm going to go to the top of the stairs. That way I at least have the high ground. I'm going to channel my Obi-Wan for right now, just in case anything else nasty lines up. Now, one piece of good news about this game is that we can kind of leave the dungeon whenever we want. I can just go back to the door that we came in through, and we can leave if things start getting too sketchy, but I'm not full up on loot just yet, and I would like to be full up on loot, so I might just give it a minute. I think I'm going to throw that out. I'm carrying so much cash on me right now. I'm hoping we find building materials or something soon, too. What's in this crate? Anything good? Building supplies. 2 of them. Okay. Well, I'll have to lose something to get the building supplies. We've also got pliers right there. We need those for crafting. Let's throw out the cash for the moment, and I'll take some of the building supplies, I guess. Maybe I'll throw out the bandages, because I already have 2 stacks of them. There we go. I would like to bring the pliers, too. That way we have... Maybe I'll bring the pliers back with me. Let me see here. So, like, if I throw out the dailings and take the pliers, we can kind of get out of here and maybe be a little bit safer. There's bronze ingots, steel ingots, all kinds of crafty boy things laying over there. Obviously, we've got the giant pile of gore and viscera, because what dungeon would be complete without a giant pile of gore and viscera? There is a lever over here, but it doesn't look like it's interactable. I was thinking maybe it would open up a secret. I would look... Oh, dude, there's more of you, huh? All right, let's do this dance. Oh, I'm getting staggered to hell right now. There we go. Parry him. Okay, what you want to do? There we go. Sat him down. A couple of goblins is not really a threat, but when you get like 20 of them, that's when they become kind of like a big problem. Oh, we got another grenadier. I find this whole situation to be non-ideal because every time I get grenaded, I get the hell knocked out of me and I fly across the entire... You know what? Stop running. There we go. Stabs for the link. There's an arrow sticking out of my back. I hate it. You die for me. There we go. Spit him to the wall. Hell yeah. There are crates and things I can search over here, but ooh, we got more building supplies. I don't know how high those stack, but I'll definitely take it. And we got an iron ingot right there. I'm thinking it may not be the wisest idea to keep going deeper into this place. We're getting mobbed on pretty hard just at the outset. I guess I could take a look around like another corner or two. Just probe around. But I may be committing the classic crime of digging too deeply and too greedily here. The dwarves learned this lesson so that I wouldn't have to, and yet here I am. That room does not look... This seems like the kind of place where something bad's going to happen to me, right? There's definitely a sense of foreboding here. Is there anything on the altar? Is there anything over here? A blacksmith's hammer. Might be useful if I ever decide to take up a trade. Ooh, we got money over here. Hemocathers, dailings. I'm full up, actually. Let's just extract for a second while we're still alive. While we still draw breath. I keep forgetting the fact that I was down to like 2 HP and majestically got knocked off of a mountain by a hand grenade, which then saved me and gave me the clear... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Yeah, just jump back. Let's get around over here. If I can get the grenadier, that would be optimal. The archer's also a problem because I don't have a shield. The good news is goblins don't look like they stagger me. Ooh, got 2 of them with 1 stab. Look at you, you absolute captain of slaughter. Okay, we got that right there. What else we got going on? More goblin fingers. Yeah, I'll harvest as many as I can get before we leave here. Are there more of them back up top? It seems like they're flooding in behind me, so... I don't know where they're coming in from, but I wish that they weren't. What was inside this room right here? Anything important inside of here while I'm on my way out the building? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we got a little bit out of the dungeon for right now. Let's head back out. We'll stockpile this stuff. I think I got enough money and enough random stuff to upgrade some buildings and stuff, and I should be able to buy a new backpack. That way I can carry more things out with me. It looks like they're working on some kind of combo system here, too, where if you make it in and extract repeated times without dying, you actually get writs of commendation, which I'm assuming you can use to get some kind of special gear or maybe cosmetics or something. So we were in the dungeon for 10 minutes. We did kill some goblins. Unfortunately, I don't think we really got that much XP. I don't know if the leveling and progression system is in the game yet, though, because level 0 to level 1 takes 10,000 XP. And so, like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't accomplish anything good, but at the same time, that seems like an awfully high number to achieve level 1. So it may be one of those things that's just kind of a placeholder for right now. Let me offload some of my goodies inside of here. There is a skills menu, but I don't think anything is filling up just yet. So this is just to show you what the progression is going to look like later on down the line. And so you have halfsmanship, you have shieldcraft, swordsmanship, long swordsmanship, spearmanship. They got all kinds of things in here. If there's a ship, we can sail it. Let's go to our contacts, and I think the Fletcher had backpacks. Yeah, dude, how big are these? So we've got a pig leather backpack over here. It's going to cost me 112 coins. So that's 11 pawns and 1 daling right there. Okay. There we go. I was trying to figure out where my backpack went because my inventory was full, like my stash or whatever. And I was like, did it just delete my entire backpack? It did not. It's up here inside your mail, up in the top right-hand corner. I saw that thing pop up after a second. So when it comes to backpacks, like, where do I wear those at? Obviously on my back. So we'll put that right there. That gives us another 4x4, and that ain't nothing. Like, that's actually pretty helpful. That's starting to give us what resembles a little bit of inventory space to get more loot out of this dungeon. And then, with our building supplies, I think I can upgrade something. I need 10 to upgrade my hovel into something nicer. Or we could get an upgrade to our workbench right now. We could also get ourselves an alchemy alcove or an ironworks. Let's get the ironworks. There we go. So the ironworks has been upgraded to a forge. I don't think the picture or anything changes just yet, but still, we now have an ironworks, and we can then get a forge afterwards. Did that change anything with my crafting menu? Yeah, so it looks like we actually got access to weaponsmithing inside the little tabs down here in the bottom right. We can now make all kinds of stuff. We can make crossguards. We can make parts to customize our weaponry. Can we get armor smithing yet? Armor smithing would be what I'm looking for, dude. I need helmets, I need chainmail, I need, like, chassis, I need all kinds of stuff to keep myself alive. There's a lot of monsters down in that dungeon, man, but I think we're gonna have to go back in. And so we'll go through the Four Maids passage for right now. I don't know where the hell it dumped me last time. I think that if you don't select a location to go into the dungeon, it just kind of plops you into one of the random wings. But we do have portents right here that we've got to worry about. So we might have, so any of these may appear. So that is not a guarantee. We may have heavy smog, we may have the waxing moon, depleted caches, or waning moon. Okay, well, let's see what they give us. Well, at least we can see daylight this time as we deploy in. Let's have a look around. Got my sword. I would like to see a better drawing animation for the sword right there, but once again, that's got to be one of those things they just haven't gotten around to putting in yet. It feels like they're still getting, like, the foundational stuff into the game. There is a bow over here. It's a longbow. I already have a longbow, but I don't have any arrows for it, so I don't know if it's going to be that helpful. I will take the steel axe head, though. We might be able to make a better weapon or something. A masonry crate? What have we got in there? A blacksmith hammer? I'll take a blacksmith hammer. Probably going to need that if we're going to end up doing any type of, like, armor smithing or anything. Oh, dude, this door's making noise. I don't like it. Okay, nice and easy. There's no stealth system in the game yet, but I'm hoping they will get that in there, because if you take a look at the different skills, they're going to have a bunch of different types of magic, and I'm hoping they keep the game classless, where your skills and the things you have equipped determine what you can do, and you can come up with, like, hybrid classes that can do multiple things, but being able to play as a rogue or being able to play as a cleric, even though that's not an official class, would be pretty cool. Open the gate! Oh, I think that woke something up, dude. I heard a screech. I definitely heard a screech. Well, nothing to be done about it. Let's just Bite down on this turd as hard as we can. The lower prison. 23 or 24 days. That's how long I lasted. Last engraving of Titus found trapped in a cell. Okay. I do like those little thematic pieces that they give you as you dive down into the dungeon. Nothing on the barrel right there. There's a blind corner coming up right here. This is probably where something bad's gonna happen. Bad things, are you waiting for me? Well, nothing bad happened yet. A great helm? Yeah, dude, we definitely want that. I will also take the bassinet. Put the great helm on right this second. There you go. Good stuff. How much protection does that give me? Yeah, 23% defense to my head. I think my hat that I had was only like, I don't know. It's weird. It seems like the icons go in and out from time to time. Like, they work most of the time, but they disappear sometimes, too. There's a bunch of heals over here. I'll keep that in mind for later. We've got splints for broken wounds, bandages, steel ingots, and we've got a little bit of cash. I'll take some cash. Tiny rivets. I don't think we're going to need rivets just yet. I'm going to leave the kettle hat on the ground. Yeah, it looks like if you drag them around, the icons come back, so a little bit of software gore right there, but not the worst that I've seen. Frankly, playing this game, it kind of reminds me of playing mods for Mountain Blade Warband when they're still, like, really fresh and they're in their first iterations. That feels like kind of where this game is at right now, but that's not going to stop me from, like, playing it and checking it out, dude, because this is the type of game that I love to play. What do we have over here? Red Thorn Brigade. Oh, that's the thing I need for my quest. Hold on. So put the bassinet up there, and then we'll grab that real quick. And at least we know we've completed our quest for the Squire, so we'll take that back whenever we find her. I heard goblins down that other hallway that's behind us, an iron axe head. Well, now that I've seen steel, I'm a lot less excited about the possibility of iron. Sounds like they might be coming soon. I gotta be careful about the amount of noise that I make. I doubt there's going to be too much inside prison cells. Ooh, a canvas tabard and a breastplate? Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, they coming. I'm going to try to shank them since we've got them in a doorway. I'm just going to stab wildly and hope that it works out. Ow. Ow. I'm being clubbed. Okay, fall back. Okay, he swung and missed. Apparently, depth perception is not going to be one of those things championed by goblins anytime soon. I'm going to stop looting their fingers because I don't even know what that's for. I do not want to get shivved with a spear, though. I would prefer to avoid that outcome. I would like for you to get shanked, though. I'm totally fine with that. Outgoing shanks, totally 100% okay. Incoming shanks, don't like that one bit. We did take a little bit of damage right there, so let me get some hemocather in my system, because we've got replacement hemocather right there, so why worry about it? I still hear goblins rattling around. This must have been some kind of like medical area, although I kind of like recognize it. It sort of looks familiar from the last time I played the game, so we may be in areas that I've already been in, but damn, dude, we clacked out this time. What does the breastplate do for me? Like, how good is that for me? Oh, there's another one. Hold on. I was over here trying to organize my inventory, and he tried to take advantage of me. Down he goes. So the bronze chest plate, it gives us 19% damage reduction to any damage we take to our chest. I can live with that. Oh, what's up, bro? How we doing out here? Are you cool with getting stabbed too? I find the stab to be the most effective way to deal with just about everything in this game. I'm not going to apologize for it either. The stab is dope. This hallway seems like the kind of place where I'm going to get jumped by something big and nasty. Can I climb that rope right there? I can. I honestly did not expect to be able to climb that rope. I figured it was just going to be like an environmental rope that was dangling from the ceiling. But that's one of those things that when it comes to the co-op gameplay of this game, that's all very much stuff that the developers need to think about. Like when you're playing D&D, it's often wise to bring things like rope, 10-foot poles, stuff like that in order to supplement your adventuring and keep you clear of traps and things that can go wrong and allow you to get through rough terrain. And That sort of thing sort of would loop the game in with titles like Deep Rock Galactic and would actually make it so that you've got one guy in the group that's really good at using ropes, so he can throw grapples up to places to help you skip areas, but he's not very good at fighting because of it, but you still bring him because you get through the dungeon faster and give him a cut, like all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get lost down here, and I'm starting to get a very disoriented feeling. Let's keep it tight for the moment. There's a dead goblin that's been impaled. So there's something down here that disagrees with goblins just as much as I do. What else do we have? The theme and the atmosphere, though, goes hard in this game. Like, I love the musical selections where this is almost kind of a horror game if you think about it. With my attire, can I bring that steel axe head? Bring that steel axe head with us. Anything that I can vendor and sell is fine by me. A weathered coffer, and I can't pick up that axe. Is this going to make noise? Well, I mean, it didn't make noise, so that's good. A bassinet visor. Can I strap that on there right now? Bring it with me? I do need the gloves, though. I don't think I'm wearing gloves right now. Yeah, equip the gloves. Any little extra bit of defense that I can possibly get, like the pig leather gloves actually don't look like they give me any defensive bonus. Well, they make me look like a more serious adventurer, so I'm willing to take them anyways. I will put the Daylings down here. Let's put the bassinet visor right there. I would like to extract this armor, but I just don't see a way that we can do it. Oh, those are pawns right there. Pawns are worth like 100 of these Daylings, and so that's a lot of money. We should probably leave. I have resources right now and a quest completed, so maybe before we go any deeper, I just get the hell out of here, because there's a solid chance we're going to get jumped on our way out anyways, and fighting through that is going to be a risk. Let's see if we can get this stuff out of here until we have like a larger inventory. Like, I'm not really trying to dig in and explore the entire dungeon for right now. I'm just trying to grab necessities and get the hell out. I think we came from this way. It won't let me put the visor on this bassinet, even though it says it's for a bassinet. But when you look at the equipment, they have different slots, too. So I think we might actually be able to do the winged hussar thing. Like, they have a labre in here, and I don't think I've ever seen a video game where they let you equip individual labres with, like, your heraldry and whatnot on them. If you don't know what a labre is, have you ever seen a picture of a high medieval knight that somebody's drawn? And they have kind of like that fluffy little donut ring around the top of their helmet. It's like that. It's a big, fluffy, padded ring that goes around the crown of your helmet that displays your heraldry so that other knights can figure out who you are by the pattern on it in the throes of combat. We only got like 60 XP for that run, but we did come out with a bunch more equipment that makes us a little bit safer, so that's good. Let's take the helmet out because we do seriously need like real helmets. Oh, did it put it on finally? Oh, so it's one of those functions that you can't really do unless you're at home. Gotcha. Well, that's 23% defense. If I take the visor off, what does the visor do? Is it just like a visual effect for right now? It doesn't actually make the bassinet better? Well, if I compare that to my great helm, how's my great helm? So it's 22, so the bassinet is actually better for us right now. Oh yeah, you also get to have, you have a coif underneath there. Like I said, armor layering, dude. It's a thing in this game, and that was a very real thing in the medieval period where you layered as much armor as possible to keep yourself safe. I absolutely dig that. This crate right here is for the Squire's Quest, so that's good. The head of the Moonsteel axe, we'll put that over there. We've got a hammer for blacksmithing, and then we just brought back a ton of money. So I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about making cash from here on out. I do need to sell off some of the stuff in my inventory. I've got like way too many things around here. Damn, that's a chunky helmet right there, dude. That bassinet, that thing's beefy. I almost look like a caricature, dude. Got like a Lord Dark helmet thing going on while I go down into the dungeon. Does my chest piece have mods that I can put on it? It does. It has pauldrons, and it also has, I forget the name of them, but you know those little elbow caps or whatever that they would have in medieval times that like bonded with the pauldron? We can get those too. I hope they're those circular looking ones that look like big shiny coins that look like flowers on your elbow. I want that real, real bad. Everybody says they enjoy dungeon crawling, but I think deep down we're all here to play Barbie fashion dress up. I was trying to figure out which crafting station I can make different, like there's a helmet candle that you can attach to your helmet. I was trying to figure out where that's at, but it doesn't look like I have access to it just yet, so I'm probably gonna have to upgrade things. There's a full selection of dye, by the way. You can dye your armor different colors, so you can have your own heraldry so that other co-op players that you're playing with will recognize you. There's also patterns you can apply to the armor. Like, you can get like houndstooth, you can get stripes, you can get all kinds of stuff. And frankly, I'm really excited about designing my own house heraldry so that people know when I enter the dungeon. How beat up is my sword right now? It's at 75% durability. Okay. In fact, it's like the Christmas season, dude. I should probably dye some of my stuff Christmas colors. So that means I probably want my tabard to be like green. Do I have green dye? I do. It's time to dress up like an elf in the dungeon. There we go. So now we got the Christmas colors. We're not just fighting down here in the dungeon. We're repping that old Saint Nick. And actually, after swapping out, so I took the head off this battle axe and I put that moon steel one on there. Or I guess that steel moon. I think the shape is the moon shape. But anyways, I slapped that on there. It actually hits harder than our sword does now. So I'll probably, yeah, bring that as a primary weapon instead. I don't know what the attack combos are going to look like. It's probably not going to have a thrust, but we can try. So with the squire, let's turn in that task. Yep, there's your crate. Hey, there's Sugar. Oh, never mind. She's doing the exact same thing. So she just wants me to hand over more crates. The next one was, hey, mind taking a walk out to Split Leaf Post for me? I need to know if the path's still fit for hauling. The last time I saw it, the roots were tearing the place apart like I owed them coin. Don't fetch anything. Just mark the safe ground, note what's caved in, and see if the way station's still there. If we're going to run supplies through there again, I need your eyes on it first. Okay, I can live with that. Let's go back to trading because I have too much stuff in my inventory and I gotta get rid of it all. So the pawns are worth 10 of these, which means we picked up 750 daylings off that one stack that we found in there. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna just keep selling stuff real fast just to get it the hell out of here. Goblin fingers basically have no value, so I don't know why I picked up all of those. But I've still got pants, so that's good. Get a few more pawns in there. Good stuff. I do like that gambeson right there. I'm going to take that gambeson. Add some coins, and then I will trade for that gambeson. And what else do I need? What other stuff? I need the collar. A collar would be good. I don't have a collar just yet, so adding that on in there might give us a little bit of extra defensive benefit. Nobody has... Maybe I should check with the Fletcher. I need to, like, make some arrows so that I can snipe guys and not trigger giant waves with my bow. That feels like a smart thing to do. Like, start thinking my way through the dungeon instead of bashing my way through the dungeon. Aw, weak, dude. My old gambeson is better than my new gambeson. So there's no way to look at stats when you're up inside the shop menu, and that's definitely something that needs to change so that I can make smart decisions with my purchases. But for now, where does the collar go? Neck protection. There we go. Now I've got a collar. Although technically it goes over the breastplate. It should go under it. The armor layering is going to need a little bit more work too so that it doesn't clip like that. But there's still time. Like I said, very early development for this game. What is that right there? Oh, it's my rewards. Okay. I will take them. I don't know if I'll equip them or if I'll use them, but I will take them. There we go. I think I'm going to focus on gathering ingots this time so that I can do some crafting. Because I would like the ability to make some arrows. I don't know if it's going to be a completely separate menu. It doesn't look like we make the heads. So, like, you've got to set up all of your arrows with heads and with fletching. And so it's one of those things that I don't see it in here, but maybe later on. If we could find some textiles, that'd be good too, because then I could get myself a sick-ass cape. Every adventurer needs a sick-ass cape. Aw, dude, I want to make a feather plume for my helmet so bad, but I don't have any feathers. Weak, dude. I want it real bad, though. I want it real bad. I think Leaf Slit was that area with all the goblins we went to first, so I'm not going to ping us up for the Maiden's Passage. We're just going to head out this way. Okay, so I don't know where the hell they put me right here. But I do have my trusty battle axe, so I don't feel that terrified. We do have ore around. These cupboards can be searched. Is there anything in them? No. It might be worth it to stash stuff in the cupboard and then just take my pick of the loot that I want when I get out of here, since it's right by the door anyways. It looks like this swings pretty much the exact same way the sword does. Yeah, I'd like to see separate combos for each weapon. Like, have them function differently, but once again, that's an idea for a future date. Let's see if we can find this split pea or, I don't know, split ass or whatever the hell this place was called that they wanted me to find. The masonry annex door. Faded signs above the door indicate ledgers and accounts. Paper stacks upturned and ink has been spilled everywhere. Okay, but like I see loot nodes, so I'm gonna go grab that. What is that right there? A heat-treated iron plane socket. Okay. We have here tending to wounds, tending to wounds. What does tending to wounds do? A simple pamphlet that tells you how to treat your wounds. Does that have any value? It might just be like a filler thing. There's ore everywhere, and it looks like you can actually kind of like AoE search the area based on what loot's on the ground. We got another cupboard over here. All right. Nothing in that one, so we're going to have to go a little bit deeper, see if we can find something good. I need to get a helmet candle super bad. That way I don't have to carry a torch in my left hand either. I'd like to have a tower shield or a round shield or something to defend myself with. I'm a big believer in the art of the sword and the board. Okay, well that's, we got a grenade goblin. All right, let's get around a corner so that we don't get blowed up. We're probably going to want to go overheads inside this. Oh my god. Okay, never fight in hallways again. That's what I just learned. Oh, Jesus! Swing wildly? I can't see a thing inside this area. Run for it. Okay, I need that grenade guy to come up the stairs, and then I needs to whoopeth him. Oh, it looks like I ignited him or something when I smacked him. Or maybe he touched the candle. That would be a really cool interaction, though. Interactive dungeons gotta be the best kind of dungeon. Sorry for the very, very murky visuals right there. I was learning a hard lesson about fighting in stairwells. The camera freaks the hell out when you're in stairwells. I will now note that, and I will save that information for later. Masonry crate, an anvil. Chances are we're probably going to need an anvil, right, for blacksmithing? It's so big, though, that it's using up a lot of our... Is that rope going down to where we were last time? I should really start figuring out where all these ropes and, like, these ladders and stuff like that go to. I don't know what bitter bloom is, so I'm not going to loot it. I thought that thing would be lootable right there, like that little idol that they've got laying over there. Nothing in that crate. And then we looted a thing called Albinius's Alchemical Aberrations, a guide to alchemy written by the alchemist Albinius, posthumously famous due to the disastrous explosion in his library. I wonder if we evac that, if it like adds more recipes to our recipe book. That would be the way that I would think it would work, but it's kind of hard to say. I gotta heal, dude. I didn't realize my health's kind of messed up right now. All right, so the potion's been drank. I do like the way that, like, Left 4 Dead style, your character shouts out the stuff that he's doing. I don't think I can climb that right there. I was seeing if I could vault it, maybe. But I do like how he calls it out, where he's like, drinking a potion! Opening the door! Like, I like that a lot. Kind of the medieval version of, I'm reloading! Do we have a switch around here for this gate? Doesn't look like we have a switch. Is this the prison right here? Nah, it just looks like it's empty space back here. I don't see anything inside this area. We need to find some loot, man. So far, this has been a disappointing trip. Me with a big-ass anvil on my back. I think we're going to have to climb down the rope. I don't think we have too much of a choice. It looks like that gate doesn't have a switch. Oh, goblins are back. Hello, boys. Let's do this thing. Definitely feeling that extra attack power on the axe, though. Got that one. Nah, we're not doing that. Stop backpedaling, you little shit. Alright, so got him taken out. I can't pick up his spear either. Like a long spear seems like it'd be helpful. I don't see a switch or anything around here that would open that portcullis. But I do see a crate that I missed. Ah, it's an empty crate. The worst kind of crate. Alright, take the potion. And then I suppose we'll take our chances on the rope. Ow. Okay. That did not... I think you have to hold the button down, and I failed at holding down the button. Just take it all in right now so that we're not missing anything. That portcullis looks very, very sealed as well. And there is a goblin war party back there. So we are going to have to deal with that. I'm starting to get a feel for, like, how you can combo on them. There we go. Knock them all out of the way, but I'm going to need to find some more Hemocather pretty soon, too. I'm going through it. Like, we're taking some attrition in every single fight due to sort of the chaotic, weighty nature of everything going on. We got carts down here. Dude, I have no idea where I am. Nothing here looks familiar. There's a giant shrine to the devil right there, man. I'm beginning to think it might have been a mistake climbing down the rope. Oof. My man just powered through my block right there. Yep, get him with the stabbies. Okay, block that one. Get him. Okay, yep, getting speared. Gotta trap that one in a corner. They sure do like to backpedal, don't they? I do like the way your weapon bounces back if you hit a wall. You kind of have to pay attention to that. Otherwise, it'll stagger stun you for a little bit. That's really the developers forcing the player to decide whether they want like a stab, an overhead, or like a wide swing, which I think is good, actually. It enforces the gameplay and forces you to pick what it is that you want to... Oh my god, there's so many goblins over there, dude. Is this door going to make a racket? It made a racket, but it doesn't look like they noticed. I think we're okay. What do we got there? Big old pack of nothing. A Daling. I'll take it. Some money's better than no money. There's a skull. This must be a place where they stored reliquaries or something. That's the only reason why I could see them having, like, hand bones and stuff up on top of altars. This has got to be, like, a place of the saints. Unfortunately, it's also a place that's completely and totally devoid of anything that resembles loot. A laudanum tincture. I don't know if that heals, but I hear goblins coming from all of these rooms over on this side. Got a crate over there. All I can hear is their hollering and screaming, man. Very, very unsettling. I don't like it one bit. That whole, like, drums in the deep thing they've got going on is not working. Did I just get aggroed? I did. Yeah. They just hacking and chopping away. The little spear guys are the biggest problem. Camera work, definitely. I would work on your camera work. That's the #1 annoyance that I've seen so far, is that the camera work is just absolutely abysmal. Like, it's constantly shaking and doing weird stuff while I'm in fights, and that should not be. I need, like, crystal clear clarity while I'm fighting my way through the dungeon. Oh, Jesus. Well, on the plus side, he just nuked all of his own guys, which I find to be... He nuked me too! Oh my god, dude. My balls have been blown off into a nub, and not in, like, the fun, good way. What's that, a bolt of calico? I'll take it. I don't have any textiles yet. Oh, good. A desiccated, destroyed body. I can loot him? Do I want to? Oh, it looks so gooey. There's not enough Purell in the world. We did get a hood, which is nice. Can I wear the hood? Where does the hood go? Does it just go on my head where the helmet goes? It does. Okay, so we're not going to want to bring that then. Put my helmet back on because I like damage mitigation. What are those? Small iron rings? Blacksmith's hammer. Give me some bandage action, dude. All right. Oh, bandages are instantaneous. You don't have to wait for your health to tick up with the bandages. Got a sack over here. What's in it? Nothing. It's honestly holding its shape really, really well for a sack that has nothing inside of it. We really just got to pick what direction we want to go in. I guess down deeper, maybe? I'm not totally convinced I can find my way out of here. If it comes down... Oh, it's this room. I think I recognize this room. I don't know, dude. There's so many dark and creepy altars around. Bunch of money down here. Definitely want that. I am not above looting the dead. But what's good for the goose is also good for the gander. If you ever find my corpse laid out in a dungeon, I fully and completely give you my permission to loot whatever you need off of me, just so long as you leave me in my underwear, okay? Just don't leave me with my manhood hanging out for someone else to find. So everything except my underpants are fair game. We got more goblins over there. Is that one of the Chucky goblins? No, that's one of the clubby goblins. That's one of the ones that just likes to smack us. Oh, we got an archer back there too. This would be one of those situations where a shield would be useful. I got nothing to hide behind right now. Anything up there? Nothing up there. Is that crate lootable? Oh, really? It's got the same graphic as the crates that are. Yeah, so those ones aren't lootable. I feel like I don't know where I am right now. I'm very, very scared for my safety. Okay, more impaled dead guys. More collapsed tunnels. Yup. Effigies everywhere. Let's make an assumption and say we probably don't want to be in that corner. That corner does not look like it has worked out for anyone that has gone into it. More gobos over here. All right, we're going to have to make it happen. They do have archers. Yeah. That one's a little tougher, dude. He's like a hobgoblin or something. Oh, I blocked the arrow out of the air with my weapon. Oh, I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm like Legolas class out here. I like the archers because they die in one hit. It makes me feel powerful, like I'm placing my will upon the enemy. I will for them to die, and thus they do. What's it? Oh, Jesus! I don't know what just happened right there, but it hurt. I think I got hit by a wizard that was behind me, but I can't prove it. We gotta wait for him to come around the wall. Oh, he's throwing grenades? Oh, there he is. I didn't even see him, dude. It's so dark. Yeah, just kill that guy before he tries to suicide bomb us. I'm gonna bandage real quick. There we go. Get a little bit of health back while ducking arrows. Oh, no. I bounced off the wall. All right, we got that one. Are there any more of them out there? I can't see. It's so dark. I would like the ability, so there's been like braziers and candelabras and all kinds of stuff around. I would like the ability to light them with my torch. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about dungeon interactability. I'm talking about stones sticking out on walls. If you push them, a wall opens. I think that was in the last playtest. They definitely had secret areas in the last playtest. Treated wood and building supplies. We've got leather straps. Might be useful for something. I'll take them. A bronze flamberge blade. I don't have a flamberge, so I don't think that one's going to help me out. Are these barrels over here searchable? No. That is. A tin straight spike. Is it like a pommel? Attachable to the side of a socket. Okay. I'm just gonna bandage one more time. And I don't remember which direction I came from. I don't remember what side that door was on when I approached. I think I came with it on my left. And so we'll go back over this way. Foof. Climbing down a rope was the worst mistake I could have possibly made. I don't think we're ever getting out of here. Well, there's a rope right there. And I think I might recognize a little bit where I'm at. Jesus. Okay, so I guess the ceiling can collapse and stuff too if you're making too much racket. Scared me, that's for sure. I will take the bronze ingot. And I think I will take the treated wood just in case I need it for crafting. Oh, I figured out rope climbing. I can actually climb a rope. I'm a god of adventuring. Come on, get me out of here. He's doing this one-armed. Man, My dude never participates in the Triple N November, bro. He is around the clock working it. How do I climb up? Oh, it just puts you on the ledge like that. Okay. Looked a little jank and wonky, but I'm willing to accept it because I'm no longer inside the underground death pit. I can see the sun. That's a good sign. Being able to see the sun, being able to see light, that's all very, very acceptable to me. We're going to take a lot of damage from spears while we square off with that guy. I also need some of the archers to go. I think I parried that, but you still get a red flash even when you parry. Oh, are they breaking through the door? I'm gonna go this way. Oh, what the hell was that noise? Run! I have no idea what that noise was, but I do not desire... Man, there's an arrow in my head. I think they're still trying to bust through the door. I'm in the atrium. Oh, dude. These bums are everywhere, dude. Nah, you're not casting fire magic at me. You can done deal that right this second. We are not doing the fire magic thing. Let's bandage. Jesus. This dungeon crawl is getting kind of hectic, ain't it? Can I loot that alembic right there? I saw that I needed an alembic to do alchemy, but as of yet, I don't think I found one. Anything in the barrel? More treated wood. Throw it in the stack, man, if it'll fit. Doesn't look like the stacks will combine, so I don't know what the actual top-end potential is on a stack of treated wood. Either way, though, more loot to be found on this side. Tin-bearded axe. We've got a longbow, a bronze Faucert blade. I've never even heard of a Faucert. Sounds awesome. Sounds like the kind of thing that makes my enemies run, makes them flee in terror. Looks like we got like a little alchemy nook over here. Okay. A rope. Don't really want a rope right now. In fact, I think I've had about enough rope this entire time. Ooh, there's another hemocather? Give me that, though. I definitely need that. Another hemocather's hugely helpful. I need to find my way out of here. We're about full up right now. And I would like to offload my loot, but I'm so... After climbing down the rope, up the rope, all that kind of stuff, I am so ridiculously lost right now that I don't even know where I'm trying to get to. Oh, we got goblins? All right. More goblins. The first time I came into this dungeon, there was a ton of undead down here, like in the first demo that we played. Oh, I'm getting wailed on, bro. Okay, we gotta clear them out. See if I can drink a hemocather real quick. Okay, hemocather drank. Oh, there's so many. Oh, there's bombs. I think we may have alerted the horde. That or they were just pooling somewhere. And now they're aware of us, and now I didn't realize how low my health was. I had a blast, dude. I like it. It's janky. It's wonky. It's like hammered together with duct tape and bubble gum. But, dude, I want this game to exist so badly. This was Expedition into Darkness. Hopefully you guys will go check out the playtest, help formulate the idea for this game. The developers are taking feedback from this playtest, so this is your opportunity to kind of make the game go in a direction that you want it to go in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on that ridiculous helmet. Today up on the chopping block, we were fooling around with Expedition into Darkness. You should fully expect me to play this game basically every single time they release a new playtest, because it's just that kind of game that I enjoy, and I have to support the things that I want to see. I will see you all later. Thank you for hanging out with me, and that's all I got for you, folks. Take care.